Whether you need a good pick-me-up or just a good time, add a little magic to your glass with Friday's Margarita Midnight on All Things Pagan Radio. Flip the switch and let the cauldron bubble! Margarita Midnight!
Welcome to Margarita Midnight on All Things Pagan Radio. Care to browse the wine list? We have Raven's Brew from the Colorado Mountains, or we have a house favorite, a Scandinavian blend of Lindauer, or the signature drink, a tumbler full of Sorsha. And for the truly brave, we have Black Mark Rum.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Today on Margarita Midnights, we're talking about I don't know what is, but we'll look it up. That's cackling, because we know how to do it. The cackling.
Cackle the right way.
All right, everybody, give me your best witch cackle. Perfect. Okay, Raven.
Still laughing at Linda.
Linda has a wonderful cackle, okay?
I do not cackle.
I can't do it as good as her. All right, Raven, did you do your cackle yet?
No.
Oh, cackle.
I don't know if I have a good cackle.
She's not old enough to cackle.
Like this week, we're teaching Raven how to cackle right.
I saw crones are teaching a young witch to cackle. Do a raven cackle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're the bird lady. Just do a caw.
Caw, caw.
Caw, caw, caw.
Well, we're teaching Raven to cackle. Enjoy the music. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back to Margarita Midnight. And listeners, record your best cackle and email it to Sorsha, allthingspagan.com, SORCHA at allthingspagan.com. And we will post it on our Facebook page, and the one cackle that gets the most likes will win a herb container with 20 compartments. Start cackling and win a prize. Blessed be!
How's the weather where everybody's at?
Yeah,
It's been hot as hell here.
cool and rainy. When it rains in Colorado, it also gets cold. Even in the summer. I was surprised.
Yeah, here.
Out here, it's bright and sunny.
Today is beautiful today. It's gorgeous. Just beautiful. It's like the best day of the summer so far.
After a lot of days with cold and rain.
We've had that almost all summer. Rain, rain, rain. We have sinkholes popping up everywhere.
Yeah,
because we've had so much
mostly rain and ridiculously cold temperatures for July, so it's good to get some sunshine.
It's only 69 degrees right now.
Ooh, I love it. That's my kind of weather. Out of cartoon characters, what would you say is your favorite witch? Mine was Wendy. I grew up with Wendy. She was a friend of Casper.
Oh.
I remember her.
I always liked that witch on the Looney Tunes, Witch Hazel. That laugh, I just freaking loved her laugh. It was like that classic little cackle. It was awesome.
She was like the popular witch when I was a kid. Besides Bewitched, that was the only witches that were out except for the one on Wizard of Oz you saw as a child. And a lot of people did not realize that Glenda was a good witch, though.
She said in the movie that I'm a good witch.
Right.
That's why she wasn't ugly like the Witch of the West, who was the bad witch.
Why do they always portray bad witches ugly?
Maybe that was another part of that. Like, that was her at Oz the Great and Powerful. The Witch of the West was not always ugly. It was like she got... I haven't seen it, but something made her just turn just nasty, and then nothing else.
Well, I could see that, how that could happen.
Yeah. Her attitude
Maybe it was...
just went out the window, like, and that's what she just turned. She turned to the dark side.
Well, not turn to the dark side. Sometimes society and people can make you ugly.
Yeah.
You know, if you have people going out going burn witch, burn to you all the time and protesting and stuff. I'm lucky I'm not the ugliest witch here in North Carolina.
I've seen clips from that Wicked musical, and she's green the entire time. Like but she didn't have the nasty attitude. She had a good attitude. There was the tale of Glenda, and I'm not sure what her name. It's the story of, I don't know her. I've seen like two different names, and I don't know which one it actually is. But it's Glenda, and then who's going to be the Wicked Witch of the West. And they're friends. They move to Oz together, like to go to college, like a college or something, like well before the whole Dorothy thing. She had the green skin and everything. She's very normal, like very like friendly. I want to see it. I haven't seen the entire thing.
I haven't read the whole book yet, and I have it here. Because I could sit down to read now. I fall asleep easy.
It looks really, really good.
I want to see the new Oz one out, but I haven't. I wait till it comes on Netflix.
I heard that was really good, too.
Well, there's a new Johnny Depp one there.
Lone Ranger?
But a lot of people upset about him because they label him as a pagan.
Well, because the character is a pagan. They weren't Christianized yet at that time period.
He was Indian. Duh.
Native Americans, like they were their own branch of pagan.
Right, right.
Don't fly off on your broom yet. Come back for more Margarita Midnight.
Boy, you're in trouble now.
Welcome back to Margarita Midnight, where we discuss pagan movies.
No, and there's not a lot that represents pagans or witches very well.
No.
So I'm not in that
not
question.
Much. That really portray it the way we see it.
I thought The Craft did a pretty good job on showing what can happen if you use magic in a not so nice way.
Yeah.
And it had it was actually overseen by a Wiccan high priestess. It was like their
I didn't know that.
to make sure, like, well, is it okay if we do this? Is it okay if we do this? They actually had a mishap on the beach scene, too. That they were, like, looking at her like, did we do something wrong?
Well, I went under Amazon, and I just typed in pagan movies. This is what they've got.
Saw that.
Practical Magic, The Mist of Avalon, The Wicker Man. Then they've got something called The Little Princess. It says this beautifully shot film portrays mythology from India, from how magic resides inside our heart.
Is that like an older movie, kind of?
No, let's see. I don't know if it doesn't. Right up front. Then they get the Halloween tree, the dark.
I like that.
The Dark Crystal. I don't know why they would say Ever After, Cinderella story with Drew Barrymore, but they've got that in there. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and a movie called Willow.
That's a
special
good one.
edition. Hercules, The Crucible, The Black Cauldron.
That's the most
Disney.
underrated movie ever. The Black Cauldron.
Which one?
Like, nobody talks about it, and it's such a good movie.
Yeah, and then there's The Secret Garden. I've seen that. They got the Lortex, The Warriors of Virtue, The 10th Kingdom, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, but this is a cartoon.
Half, like
Dragonheart.
It's like live action, but with the animated segment.
Yeah. They've got Dragonheart. Yeah, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Then they've got all the Harry Potter listings.
I do not like Harry Potter.
And then there's Hocus Pocus, The Labyrinth, and then they've got The Life and Adventure of Santa Claus.
What?
Yeah, that's what they've got listed under Pagan Movies on Amazon.
I think they missed a few.
Gosh, because there's all sorts of stories about where.
I think they missed a few. I don't know what it's called, but it's one where some kids find a book and 3 witches come alive in Salem or something.
That's Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
They had the cat that talks and everything.
Hmm.
The Labyrinth, Spirited Away. They've got a different list under.
Because there's the witch that runs the bathhouse. So I can see why that's in there.
And they have the Halloween Town. Yeah, it's HBO or Netflix. It's called Pagan Queen. And it's also, it says here, The Witch Next Door. It's a children's book and movies. It says.
I think that one's on Netflix. I haven't watched that one yet with the girls.
Then they've got Jim Henson's The Storyteller.
Those are good ones. That's like a series, though. That's a series.
The Labyrinth.
The Storyteller.
Spirited Away, which I'm not.
They've Spirited Away, but they don't have Ponyo?
Well, Spirited Away
has
a witch in it.
There's more on the list. The film of Kenneth Anger, Volume 2. Let me see what else it says
Ponyo had
about
the water goddess.
That's true. That is true. Water goddess. Because Ponyo's half water goddess.
Yeah.
Oh, they have that movie called 4 Rooms. Remember, they have the witches up there making a bath. It's a hotel thing, and the guy's a waiter. I don't understand why they put that, but they've got witches in there. Of course, Mist of Avalon, Warrior Queen by Alex Kingston. The Secret of Rowan Inish. Am I pronouncing it right? Roaniinish. Then, let's see. The Crowley, Yearwood, Wise Child. Yeah, I haven't even heard of half of these. The Sorceress, Willow,
I
Stardust.
Have that
That's a good movie.
I do have Stardust.
I have a lot of them.
All right, now we're down to some witchy movies. It says Practical Magic, The Craft, The Worst Witch. Those are series like Mist of Avalon, The Wicker Man.
Wasn't the same girl that was in The Worst Witch was in The Craft?
I'm trying to remember who. Let me see. Diane Riggs.
Veruza Balk. She's the one with black hair.
She's a pagan in real life, too.
Yeah?
She's a Wiccan.
It says actor Charlotte Rae, Robert Young, and Diana Rigg. I don't know if she's in The Worst Witch, unless she was real young and they're not putting her name in there.
Well, she was the main character.
Well, the one in there, she's really young, so it might have been when she was younger before she did The Craft then.
Oh, yeah, she was like 10 or 12 years old, if that.
Yeah. The Quest for the Wicker Man, the history of.
Maybe we should make a list of good pagan movies. Recommend it to people.
For me, it'd be a short list.
I think that's a good idea. Oh, the Olsen twins did Double Toil and Trouble. I'm scared now. Margarita Midnight's cauldron is bubbling. Please come back for some more.
Welcome back to Margarita Midnight and our list of movies.
Golly, there's not a whole lot here. It's showing stuff that I don't see what pertains to it. They got a lot of the Olsen twins. Are they supposed to be little witches or something?
To my knowledge, my girls have like a crap load of their movies, thanks to their grandmother. but
there's a movie called A Simple Wish.
That's
the little vampire.
A Simple Wish is a fairy god person movie.
But they're all children's movies.
Yeah.
It shows up. Witches specifically.
I'm gonna put witchcraft.
I like how in the Blair Witch 2 had the one witch that actually had facts. It wasn't just like, oh, they're all like horrible, evil, and they have, crazy magical powers and kidnap you.
Nobody wants them.
The Visitation?
Never heard of that one.
Then they've got Warlock.
I have that.
Tamara. Not today, tomorrow. Then they got movies like The Unholy. Oh, of course, now they got Charmed.
I've never seen that.
You're not missing anything.
I figured Charmed is probably kind of similar to The Craft, with a bunch of younger women running around.
Yeah, but see, most of them they got like under the witchcraft. They got the devils. Come on.
Rather disappointed in that one.
Eyes of Fire.
That is a search term on Netflix. I'm like, seriously? All this demonic possession and the devil stuff. And it's like, really? I want witches, not Satan.
Right. Oh, my cat. The witches. This cat has a foot fetish. I'm not kidding. He gets around your feet, he rub, then he licks on, then he bites on them, then he just keeps rubbing them, and it's like, oh, come on. I don't like my feet touched. It just makes hair stand up in the back of my neck. And he keeps doing it, and it's like, golly, he's got a foot fetish.
Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next Friday. Thank you for listening, and may magic flow from our heart to yours. Blessed be Margarita Midnight.